பாதிக்கும். எந்த சிறுபான்மையினரும் அவர்கள் பாதுகாப்பாக இந்தியாவில் இருப்பதாக உணர முடியாமல் போய்விடும். தற்போது அண்மையில்தான் இது சீக்கியர்களுக்கு நடந்தது. கிறிஸ்தவ சகோதரர்களுக்கும் இந்த ஒரு நிலை இருக்கிறது. அவர்கள் அனைவரும் உதவியற்றவர்களாக தங்களை கருதுகிறார்கள். தங்கள் மத சுதந்திரத்தை அவர்கள் இழக்கும் ஒரு நிலை ஏற்படுகிறது. ஒவ்வொருவருக்கும் அச்சம் ஏற்படுகிறது. மக்களுக்கு தெருக்களில் இறங்கி போராட வேண்டிய நிலை
Parliament, many of the members took their oath with the Constitution in hand. That was to protect the Constitution, to imply that the Constitution is supreme and it has to be protected. But today, we see that this government is blatantly going against the Constitution. This bill is just not against the Constitution, it's against federalism, it's against a religious minority, it is against human beings. Yes. It shuns justice in every possible way. The bill violates Article 25 and Article 26 of the Constitution, which says we have the right to follow a religion and the rights of the religion to follow and manage its own religious affairs. The bill allows non-Muslims to be a part of the work board. Like many people here have raised a question that will it be possible for a Muslim or a Christian to be part of the board which manages a Hindu temple? Yes. Would you allow that?
No, also Sikhs.
And Sikhs. Parsis. Would you allow that? No. But then, why should somebody who does not believe in a particular religion have the right to make decisions on behalf of that religion? Is this not unfair? Is this not against the law of justice? And it is a direct violation of Article 30 of the Constitution, which deals with the minorities to administer their own institutions. You're bringing others, now you're giving the right to decide whether the property belongs to the government or the work board, the collectors, and then another committee above them will be deciding whether the land or the property belongs. And we know already many old mosques are in danger today.
Yes.
Suddenly, there is a PIL and people are sent, archaeologists are sent there, and they discover that it was a temple before this. And then there is hate, division, issues among the people of the country. It is happening.
Don't answer it. Don't answer it.
It is happening. And this bill is specifically targeting a particular community, a particular religious group, and it violates Article 14 of the Constitution, which says equality before law. And it is omitting Section 40 of the existing bill, which deals with the powers of the work board to decide whether a property is the work board property or not. So this bill is completely against the Muslims, the minorities, and it does not believe that this country is made of people.
Secular.
It's a secular country. It is made of people who have different kinds of belief, different languages, different ethnicity, and different religions. This bill will destroy what our forefathers dreamt India should be. I oppose this bill. Thank you.
राजीव रंजन जी।
अध्यक्ष महोदय, कई माननीय सदस्यों की बात सुनी है। This is not JDU is a party here. JDU is a party here. Whether it is opposing or supporting, I have to record my view. आपके कहने से you will not conduct the house.
माननीय सदन बोलिए।
अध्यक्ष महोदय, कई माननीय सदस्यों की बात सुनने से ऐसा लग रहा है जैसे यह जो संशोधन लाया गया वक्फ बोर्ड के कानून में यह मुसलमान विरोधी है। कहां से ये मुसलमान विरोधी है? कौन सा इसका कानून मुसलमान विरोधी बताता है? यहाँ उदाहरण दिया जा रहा है कि अयोध्या की मंदिर, गुरुबायू, अरे मंदिर और संस्था में अगर अंतर आपको नहीं समझ में आ रहा है तो आप कौन सा तर्क खोज रहे हैं? अरे ये मंदिर नहीं है। आपके मस्जिद को छेड़छाड़ करने का प्रयास नहीं किया जा रहा है। यह एक कानून से बना हुआ संस्था है। उस संस्था को पारदर्शी बनाने के लिए कानून बनाया जा रहा है। पारदर्शिता होना चाहिए। कोई निरंकुश संस्था कोई भी कानून से, वक्फ बोर्ड कैसे बना? वक्फ बोर्ड किसी कानून से बना है, और कानून से बना हुआ कोई भी संस्था अगर निरंकुश होगा तो उसमें पारदर्शिता लाने के लिए सरकार को हक है, अधिकार है कानून बनाने का। अब ये उसकी तुलना कर रहे हैं मंदिर से। ये मंदिर से कहाँ उसका मतलब है? कोई धर्म के नाम पर बंटवारा नहीं हो रहा है। ये भ्रम फैलाना चाहते हैं और ये बात करते हैं अल्पसंख्यकों की। अल्पसंख्यक की बात कर रहे हैं। केसी वेणुगोपाल जी अल्पसंख्यक की बात करते हैं। इस देश में हजारों पंजाबी सिखों को किसने मारने का काम किया था? किसने उसकी हत्या की थी? आपने की थी, आपकी पार्टी ने किया था। हम उसके गवाह हैं। हजारों सिख समुदाय। कौन सा सिख समुदाय? जो टैक्सी ड्राइवर था उसने इंदिरा गांधी की हत्या की थी। सड़कों पर घूम के सिखों की हत्या कर रहे हैं और अल्पसंख्यक की दुहाई दे रहे। इसलिए इस बिल को आना चाहिए, पारदर्शिता आनी चाहिए। संस्था में कोई भी संस्था पारदर्शी तरीके से काम करे, यही मेरा आपसे आग्रह है।
श्रीमती सुप्रिया सुले, श्रीमती श्रीमती सुप्रिया सुले।
Sir, I stand here on behalf of the NCP vehemently requesting the government either to withdraw the bill completely. That is our request to this government, because no detailed consultations have been done with people who actually are running this organization today. So I request with full humility to this government to either withdraw it, and if they do not want to withdraw it, at least send it to a standing committee or make a committee together of the entire all-party meeting and then do it. Please do not push agendas without consultations. I will not repeat a single point which earlier Michael, but the sad part is this, that we did not find about this bill from the parliament. We found out about this bill from the media. So is this the new way of this government working? कि पहले मीडिया को बताएंगे फिर पार्लियामेंट होगा? तो हम पढ़ के पार्लियामेंट पहले मीडिया में बताएंगे पहले? How? What is this new work of starting, sir? So you are insulting the parliament as a system and a democracy which we are also proud of. So our parliament has been undermined here. So you think we have no problem if you are leaking things to media? But don't do selectively. This office, this is a temple of democracy. We take our job very seriously. So please inform the parliament first before leaking it selectively to the media, is my request. Sir, the other point is that you have deleted section 40. Yeah, please.
एक मिनट, संसद में तो सर्कुलेट किया है ना इसको बिल को।
इसलिए वो कल
But it came in the media before that.
बिल कल ही सर्कुलेट हो गया था।
It came in the media.
ये जस्ट क्लैरिफिकेशन कर रहा हूँ।
मीडिया कुछ भी कहे।
मीडिया के पास कैसे पहुंचा? ये बिल नियम तहत लोकसभा सेक्रेटरीट में अपलोड होने के बाद, मेरा पत्र जाने के बाद, फिर अपलोड हुआ, फिर कॉपी सर्कुलेट हुआ, उसके बाद किसी भी तरीके से पब्लिक डोमेन में आने के बाद इस बिल का कोई
संसद ने
कल बीएससी में भी चर्चा हो चुके हैं। कल बीएससी में सारे पार्टी के मेंबर्स बैठ करके चर्चा भी हो चुके हैं।
देखिए माननीय सदस्य, प्लीज एक मिनट देखिए। ये बिल सभी माननीय सदस्यों को सर्कुलेट किया गया है। मैं तारीख सही बताता हूँ, अभी आपको एक मिनट में तारीख सही बताता हूँ। सर्कुलेट किया, एक मिनट मेरी बात सुने। सर्कुलेट किया, सर्कुलेट करने एक मिनट सर्कुलेट करने के बाद बिजनेस एडवाइजरी कमेटी के अंदर इस बिल के विषय के अंदर समय आवंटन हुआ। ये सब आप बिजनेस एडवाइजर सब दल के नेता थे। श्रीमती सुप्रिया सुले।
Sir, the only concern is this should not be a pattern, because Parliament is supreme in a vibrant democracy like India. That's the only limited point I am raising here, sir. Sir, in section 3C, the collector issue which Kanni Mozi ji has raised, it's very, very worrying. A collector cannot take these decisions unilaterally. We vehemently object to that. Deleting section 40. Now, WAF is there or is not there is clearly needs to be told. You have deleted section 40, sir. It is not helping the cause, or I don't know what the intention is. If you are really bringing in transparency into a system, why are you deleting section 40 is my question to this. Then the WAF tribunal, it's completely weakened. The tribunal has no powers, because if anybody can challenge and go to the High Court, then what is the role of the tribunal, sir? So this is a...
Please wait, you hear us.
Patience, yaar. Then there's section 108, section B. The rules will be made by the central government. Then what will be the rule of the states? The states, cooperative federalism, तो ये सरकार भूल ही गई है हर चीज में, sir. Yesterday in the GST we had the same issue. The Honorable Finance Minister gave us a very long reply, detailed reply, which I appreciate. But she's saying that nothing is, don't bring issues here, go back to the states. So then why are we elected here? Why do we have a parliament if for everything we have to go back to the states? And states का कोई सुने तो ना. That is the other problem. They say write to the states, then why are we writing to ministers here? It has no value. How can you undermine the central government? This is supreme, all state subjects. State GST, sir, I agree with you. But if in the GST council my minister doesn't come, what can I do? If we are not heard, how will it happen, sir? So my request is in 108 section B, the rules states need to have their powers. Please do not take powers away. And equity before law. Sir, this country is about unity with diversity. Any country where, look at what is happening in Bangladesh, sir. There is so much pain in Bangladesh. We are all very concerned about everything that's going on. So my thing is minorities should be protected in every country because they are lesser in numbers. So I think it's our moral duty to make sure, please, the government should clarify what is the intent of the government for and what is the timing. ऐसा क्या हुआ है वक्फ बोर्ड में कि अभी आपको ये बिल लाना है? Sir, we object. Please withdraw this bill. Let's have more detailed discussions. There are committees which are forming. Let's discuss it and only then bring a bill which is fair and which is just in this country. Because in this constitution, every citizen matters and counts. That's what rightfully is given to every citizen, sir. Thank you.
माननीय सदस्यगण, एक बार फिर चेक कर लें, इस बिल को 6 तारीख को सर्कुलेट कर दिया था। आप पोर्टल पे चेक कर लें, क्योंकि आप सदन के बारे, संसद के बारे में बोल रहे हैं, इसलिए मैं इस विषय को क्लियर कर रहा हूँ। मैं आपने कहा कि ये बिल सीधा मीडिया में आया और हमें सर्कुलेट नहीं किया, इसलिए कह रहा हूँ मैं आपको। मीडिया में क्या क्या बात आती है इसके लिए हमारी जिम्मेदारी नहीं है। हमारी जिम्मेदारी इतनी है कि बिल सर्कुलेट 6 तारीख को हुआ है। एमपी अब्बू समदानी।
इटी मोहम्मद बशीर।
नहीं, आप बोलेंगे, बोले दोनों में से एक बोलेंगे, कोई बोलना चाहिए।
Myself.
अच्छा।
Sir, thank you very much, sir. I vehemently oppose the very presentation of this bill. As correctly pointed out by my learned friends, this is a clear violation of the Constitution. It is a violation of the fundamental right enshrined in our Constitution. Article 14, Article 15, Article 25, Article 26, and Article 30. Sir, this bill is ill-motivated, sir. You have got dirty agenda with you.
Yes.
Sir, if this bill is passed, the entire boxing system will be collapsed, sir. That is going to happen. Similarly, sir, various bodies, Waqf Board and Waqf Council, all these bodies will have no existence. They will not have any value because all the powers vested with these bodies are captured by the government and hand over to the district collectors. It's a funny thing, sir. Similarly, sir, this will spoil this secular nature of this country.
Yes.
Muslims cannot donate to the Hindu system and they cannot donate to Waqf system. That is the restriction. Are you not ashamed of making this country in this way, sir? What is happening in this country? You have forbidden that kind of thing, sir. At the same time, this will jeopardize all the system. Now, Waqf Board and Council, if you go through that bill, sir, what is happening? They have no any power. All the powers are going to be vested with the collector. As per this act, collector is superior than the chairman of the Waqf Board, sir. That is the system we can see in this, sir. Sir, the funny thing is not that, sir. Once this bill is passed, the evacuation of the encroached property will become impossible. That is the funny thing, sir. This bill says that once government is encroached in this, government building is situated in the Waqf land. Even after verifying, if that is cleared, then also it cannot be evacuated. So in fact, sir, you are encouraging encroachment on Waqf land. That is another thing, sir. Sir, another thing, we can very well understand. Powers of the Waqf administration, they will have no, this chairman and the Waqf Board members, they will have no any power. In this various bodies, in the Parent Act, there was a clause. What was that? from various constituency, members are there. There was a stipulation that there should be Muslims. But here, you are saying only two names. That should be non-Hindu, non-Muslims. Even the name of a Muslim is not mentioned in this, sir. It means that you want to engross the entire system according to your liking. That is what is happening, sir.
Yes.
And we have to understand one more thing, sir. Government is trying to create a lot of injustice, sir. Because we had a lot of work. I have participated in 50 in the Lok Sabha. A JPC was constituted under Mr. Rahman, our leader, community leader. Umar Khan. He made a wonderful report, sir. It was very clear. There was a lot of good things. You are repealing all these clauses. After a lot of study, Rahman Khan committee recommended certain things and amendment was made accordingly. Now you are repealing all these clauses. So what I am saying is, you are cruel in this. You have to be sympathetic in this, sir. This legislation, you are killing, ruthlessly killing the system, the work system. I urge upon you to prevail wisdom. You must think about that. Don't poison this country in a different way. That is what you are doing. Your intention is to spoil this country's communal. What you are doing is, you are putting Hindus and Muslims in watertight compartment. You may have that desire, but we will not allow this country to go in that direction. Sir, with this word, I conclude. Thank you very much.
Okay. K. Radhakrishnan.
Sir, I strongly oppose the Power Amendment Bill on behalf of Communist Party of India, Marxist. Sir, this is against our motto, unity in diversity. This bill has breached our constitutional right of practice of religions. This bill has violated the constitutional article 25, 26, 27, 28 and 30. As per the bill, the Waqf Board will become a nominated body. Only intention of this bill is to demolish the Waqf. Before bringing this bill, no consultation has been done by the government with any states or with a Muslim or other organization. So the government want to withdraw this bill. We demand, if not, don't send it to the standing committee for wide consultation. Thank you.
श्री N.K. प्रेमचंदन, आप नोटिस और आप नियम के तहत ही बोलते हो?
Yeah, my notice is there. Sir,
नहीं,
first of all,
रूल्स के तहत ही बोलते हो?
yes, sir. First of all, I would like to express our sincere thanks to the Honorable Speaker. This is the first time during my experience, when a bill is opposed on the ground that it is outside the legislative competence of the bill. The Speaker has the authority to grant a full-fledged discussion, and the first time you have allowed for such a discussion, we are thankful to you. Sir, that is 72, second proviso, Rule 72(2), 72(1), second proviso. Sir, I vehemently, very strongly oppose this Waqf Amendment Bill 2024 under Rule 72(2) of the Rules of Procedure. 4 reasons I am suggesting. Number 1 is the provisions of the bill violates fundamental rights envisaged in Article 25 to 28 of the Constitution. It violates Article 13(2) of the Constitution. And the third one is the bill is against the basic feature of secularism enshrined in our Constitution that cannot be altered, because it is the basic features of the Constitution that cannot be altered or changed. And the last one is the statement and objects and reasons narrated in the statement of objects and reasons are not sufficient to bring a new legislation. These are the grounds by which I am opposing the introduction of this bill. Sir, the sole intention of the Waqf is for the better administration of Waqf properties. Waqf is a permanent dedication by any person or any movable property or immovable property for any purpose of recognized by the Muslim law. And it is